There are certain rules that one must abide by in order to successfully survive a horror movie.
I met this 6-year-old child with this blank, pale, emotionless face.
Hi, I'm Chucky. Wanna play? They're here.
Welcome to the Horror Cut.
Hey guys, how you doing? It's Steg here from the Horror Cut. We've got a little bonus episode here. We've just did a long day of recording.
Yes.
And we're tired.
But we've got something sweet coming up for you.
Hey! For any cider fans out there might enjoy this. You just watched Sweet Revenge, the new Friday the 13th short film. It's part of the Jason universe. And yeah, we're just going to give you a little episode on that.
So how long has it been since Jason was on our screens? Other than the game?
Oh God, when did that remake come out? I want to say like 2008.
I'll check. I was going to say 2009. It was 2009.
Well done.
Yes. Yes. So, just quickly, what did you think of that 2009 Jason kind of remake / sequel?
Yeah, I think it's alright actually, yeah. It's got a great opening. I remember the opening being really, really strong. You know, that goes on forever. It's like a good 20 minutes and then it's like the title comes up and you're like, oh shit, the movie's just starting.
New characters as well.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Yeah, I think that gets a bad rep, that film, because it's like a Michael Bay produced film. But I enjoyed it. I actually did.
Platinum Dunes, is that?
Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, it's been a while then since he's been...
It's been a while, yeah. Obviously we had the whole thing with the rights issues, lawsuits, etc., and that seems to be all
sorted. Fingers crossed.
Fingers crossed, yeah.
How was it seeing Jason back on
the
small screen? We should.
Yeah, I watched it on my phone. That's probably a mistake. But I didn't even know anything about it coming out. So when I saw it, I was like, "What?" I thought maybe it was just like a fan-made film or something. And when I clicked onto it, and then I was like, "Shit! Actually, this is an official release." I'm assuming to something that's going to be a bigger. Is that a show they're going to do?
Well, they are doing. I don't know how much it ties in with the show, but they are doing a TV show that is a prequel. So I think like it's going to be more set first of all around Mrs. Voorhees.
Okay,
as well. So how was it seeing Jason on the screen there? Did you enjoy it?
Yeah, I enjoyed it. Aye, it's good. I mean, it looks just off the cuff. He does look quite small in this. He looks a lot thinner than previous Jasons, but it's interesting because it's not. This doesn't seem to be about Jason, which is kind of cool.
Yeah. For me, it's got horny young adults who are cheating, creepy locals, Pervin. There's a lake and there's a canoe. To me, it's Friday the 13th. You know? But also, yes, Jason in this wasn't as bulky. But if you look going back to like Steve Miner's Part 2, he wasn't that big then. He wasn't really that big in Part 3 either. So maybe they are like, bringing it back to old school 80s.
Yeah, Jason. Yeah. And he looks like everything's intact. He's not zombie Jason.
No,
here. Obviously, this is set in present day. We can tell by the use of like the phones and things like that. But I think the big question in everybody's mind would be, who's the girl and why the fuck is she still alive?
Well, that was interesting as well, yeah. So we're going to go spoiler ahead here because it's just a short film. We'll put a link to it in the show notes.
Mm-hmm.
But there's kind of like a final girl subversion. By the way, this is only 15 minutes long, so you may as well go watch it first. But we've got this, who we presume is the final girl. It's the main character. And then just before the end, she gets impaled in the machete and you think, oh, they're doing it again. That's her pan breed. She's dead. And then she pulls the machete out, which was quite cool on its own. And then she makes her escape with her friend who has been cheating and then stabs her in the front seat. Basically gets out and goes face to face with Jason, like almost like a Western standoff, and then it just ends. I don't know if this is like a concept film. I don't know if we'll ever see these characters again, or if it's just like a Jason's back and here's a little like teaser just while you wait for like something bigger.
Yeah, but I guess you would maybe think, well, if they're going to do that, they would just have him, all but Jason, hack and slash, just, throw back to the good old days.
Well, I mean, that's all in there, though.
That is in there, aye. Yeah, it is.
And also, he wasn't just using his machete, like Jason likes to
getting creative.
Be creative. So how did he get creative in this one?
Got creative in this one by using the motor from a small boat and fucking, I didn't know what would you say?
Propeller?
Propelling in someone.
Propelled their face to bits.
Propelled their face to absolute bits. Then took out the, what would you call the bit? The
vegetable chopper?
Used vegetables chopper, he tried to, but you get away with that one, didn't you? Get away. He launches he kind of ripped the wing, the propeller from the motor, and then hit it at a guy who was trying to run away and escape.
There was also a few bodies hanging on a washing line, which takes pegging to a whole new level, Stephen.
Hanging up, there's a guy lying by a tree, just like, his torso, just fucking having intestines and all that, all hanging out. Fun.
What was quite fun was Eve, who as the final girl, she goes onto the canoe and she's just out in the middle of the lake, and then Jason comes out of the water like the original ending of Friday the 13th and pulls her under, and I feel like that was like obviously a homage to the original, but I thought that was her gone, like done right, and then it transitions to night, and then she pops back up. How long was he keeping her under that water? And she can hold her breath for a long time.
So with that, because obviously you're then thinking, right, how is she still alive and why is it now nighttime? So any ideas?
And she got up after being impaled. Is there like a supernatural element going on there?
Is it maybe something to do with being in that water? Maybe perhaps it's something, because she would have technically drowned, so maybe it's, I don't know, if you drown in that water, you
like
don't
Jason,
fucking stay dead. Like Jason. Or could it be that maybe this is she's somehow maybe related?
Good idea, yeah. Or could it be we are thinking too much into it?
It could be the age thing.
What do you mean?
Because I did say that her fiance
looked a lot older.
Looked a bit older. I don't know how old she is. Could she be 30? 40.
I don't know. I don't horny young adults, but I don't think they were that young.
No, but he looked older than the rest of them. But I get maybe we're looking too much into it, but I don't know.
That's what we're here for.
I don't know, because that may explain a little bit of the maybe immortality of her. A, drowning. B, getting flung through the window. C, getting impaled by Jason's machete. And then she kind of, that look in her face when she walks in, the makeup, she's got the sunken eyes.
Which is very similar to Tommy Doyle when he shaves his head. He ends up with like the grey sunken eyes. So it could be homaging back to that.
Maybe something like that. So it could be that this has unlocked something that is in her, and now she's just like, I'm fucking unstoppable. Who's this motherfucker? Mm-hmm. Let's take this bad boy down, and then you've got this. I don't know. It could be something like that, or it could be nothing. It could just be a very clever advert for, what's their names again?
Angry Orchard
Cider.
Yeah, who have put this little short film together as well as with the Jason universe.
Put the money up for it.
Probably, yeah. And they've got limited edition ciders coming out.
Yep, I think they are coming out in UK anyway in September. B&M, Asda. Definitely going to get my hands on them. I think the Jason one is going to be like a blood orange blood orange cider. And
if you look closely at the short film, there's lots of like orchard cider bottles in it, and a lot of shit ton of apples in this.
Shit ton of apples, so, yeah.
I don't know if that's product placement. I guess so. Can you product place an apple, an unbranded apple?
Well, yeah.
Just go back to the start. Like, it opens up and it's really bright. Like, the colours are really green. The costumes, like the boyfriend's got yellow jacket that really pops, and she's in like this kind of like pink and blue check summer shirt. Looks like a nice cream kind of van uniform.
It's got a nice synthy, summery
vibe,
tune going over the top of it, vibe as well. Kind of reminds me of some of the music in, I think it was the start of It Follows.
Right,
It's kind of, I think there was
But then the colour grade gets darker, and 5 minutes in when she's on the boat, it kind of like desaturates all the colour out of it, and it becomes like more like a horror film, and I thought that was quite cool. And then as she gets pulled under the water, roughly at the 7-minute mark, the kind of new style of the Friday the 13th theme comes in, which was really nice to hear again with the pretty cool as well. But yeah, that's
the strings as well when you get out.
Yeah. So it was just really cool to get that feeling back again.
Yeah, absolutely.
We've had a lot of Michael Myers remakes. We've had obviously the Scream. We have just done a episode on I Know What You Did Last Summer.
Mm-hmm.
Poor Jason and Freddy have been left
to rot.
Yeah. Or maybe we should say left to drown.
Hey.
So it's good to kind of see it back. Are you excited for the future of Jason and the Friday the 13th franchise?
Yeah, I mean, you cannot beat that time period of those films. Man, I'd have loved to have been like a teenager in America, like when those films were coming out. Man, I'd have ate that shit right up. I mean, I still did it over here, but I think it's a bit different. I used to work in a lot of American summer camps, which I think I was drawn to that from my experience of watching Friday the 13th growing up. I'd been like the camps at night, and I'd be like, man, I wish Jason would just turn up and start fucking slashing everybody up. And I survived.
And
never happened, but unfortunately.
And Stephen is seeking help for that murderous thought. And are you looking forward to the TV show, or would you rather just see like the Jason world on the big screen, like in the cinema?
I think TV is a way kind of go now to sort of maybe breathe new life into these franchises, because there's only so much you can maybe do with Jason, because we've had how many films, and it's difficult to do stuff with a big old piece of meat that's just walking and slashing. So it'll be interesting to see what they do with it.
Yeah,
I just say do. Woo-hoo.
And you've obviously completed the I Know What You Did Last Summer TV show, so you obviously thought that was the place to put that as well. So
yeah, and I allowed it a new life. It was kind of like a Gossip Girl meets this kind of slasher realm, which was quite cool. So it'll be interesting to see what they do with it. I just think you've got a season of maybe 10 episodes or whatever. That opens up so many possibilities to how you can explore a universe that has been, I guess, done to death, is maybe the word to use. So, I don't know much about what the plan is. Is it Welcome to Crystal Lake it's going to be called?
Something like that, I think.
Crystal Lake or something like
Crystal Lake's definitely in the title.
Yeah. So it'll be interesting to see what happens.
Yeah. So, that wraps that up. My creative recommendation for this quick episode is something Stephen just spoke to me about, and he'll be really annoyed that I've just stole it, and that is an old game called Resident Evil Revelations, which is set just before Resident Evil 5. It's on PS3, PS4, but you can play it on the PlayStation 5. And it was one of the first ones after like Resident Evil 4 and Resident Evil 5 made it a little bit more actiony. This kind of took it back to self-contained survival horror. It's not the best in the franchise, but the game is a lot of fun. You're back to playing, for the most part, Jill Valentine with a little side characters on their missions as well. Stephen.
You Robin bastard.
What is your creative recommendation?
So I really need to buy a PS5. So I recommend people out there who don't have a PS5 to buy one. I've heard that the new Silent Hill 2 game is amazing. So I would recommend those who haven't played it yet to play it. And that includes me. Thank you, Gary. Now, a final word from our sponsors.
Have we got sponsors?
No. Does anyone want to sponsor us?
That'd be great. So, if you're loving what you're hearing, then remember to leave us a review on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you're listening to us. You can also leave us a review on our Facebook page, and you can follow us at The Horror Cut Show on Instagram, and we also have a Facebook group, which is The Horror Cut Show, where you can leave comments and questions on the films that we're reviewing. Thanks, everyone. Cheers.
I'm still steak. That was shite.
We better get back, because it'll be dark soon, and they mostly come at night. Mostly.
I guess everyone's entitled to one good scare, huh?
We're friends to the end. Remember?
This is the end, friend.